If you watching this pre-recorded, I'm just waiting for people to get in. I want to do this from the heart, from my soul, on my soul. Wait for a few more people to get in. Got to do this live from the heart. Had to break the ice on that last one. Never went live before. Had to break the ice. Went up, they went away. Welcome, waiting for some people to get in. I got up to like 4, I believe. Let a few more. I don't know how that YouTube algorithm gonna do. But yeah, you see the title. Gotta go live and do this from the heart. Gotta do this from the heart. Could have recorded something, but that's just something that's been kind of weighing, you know, on my conscience. So I think it's time to, just let it be known. So Dee-1, Dee-1, the false prophet. I'm live right now, son. Dee-1, the false prophet, man. So Dee-1, and I pray that this message um, gets to him, not for the purpose or for the sake of, trying to exploit him, but just for the purpose and sake of, trying to just reach and give understanding. What's up, man? Go in the house, man.
What? I'm
I'm live right now.
I'm in when you're done.
Okay, I'll come in when I'm done. I got you. Yeah, so he recently has been, kind of calling out, people in the industry for various reasons, alcohol and just different kind of lifestyles. And my take on that, or the way that I see that is, with him being a so-called believer, as a believer, you don't go around condemning non-believers. That's not what you do. You don't go around telling people what they, need to do. You got to be a doer of the word and not just a sayer of the word. And Dee-1, I feel like, is just throwing Bible verses at people, not giving any kind of context, and um, just kind of being real boastful, acting more holier than thou. And that's just something that I just can't really get with. And it's just something I have to address. And also, with you being a believer, and this is scripture right here. This is the point I want to get to you. Whenever you have a disagreement with someone, right, or they do something you don't like, the proper way to do that is to pull them to the side. You're in the industry. You have all the connections where if you had something you wanted to say to Rick Ross, you could have pulled him to the side and had that conversation, or with any of the other people in the industry. But you decided to take it upon yourself and blast him on the internet, defenseless. And, one reason I debated about going live and addressing this is because I didn't want to be one to come on the internet and bash you. But however, I found scripture to where I can legally do this because as you judge people, you too shall be judged. So being how you want to judge non-believers via the internet, I'm able to judge you via the internet. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like anytime you got a problem, and I think, and that's one reason, man, with church and with scripture, man, it's important that we got to get back to the word, man, as a people, because there's scriptural things that could prevent a lot of things that go on in the world. Like, for example, the whole thing I'm saying now about if you got a problem with somebody, a lot of the times, man, things get out of hand because people have a misunderstanding. If you got a misunderstanding, if it's something that somebody do that you don't like, you pull them to the side and you address that with them. That's Bible, but that's also just real life. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you don't pull them to the side and you go tell this person or you put them on blast in front of everybody, now things start to spiral and get out of hand. You understand? I know that D1 has had a couple of encounters with people really pressing him, and that's the whole thing, man. When you put out that energy like that, like you more holier than thou, you'll be humbled really, really quick. And I just hope that this video reaches him and gets him, because on the course that you're on doing that, acting like you holier than thou, man, you're gonna be on the road to destruction. So I know you a man of God, but I just hope this find you, man, and connect with me, man. But yeah, calling out people, man, it's not the way to do it. You're no different than the thing is, it's like you're throwing. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're trying to start beef and then throw scripture and then and make it okay. I'm gonna start this beef with you. I'm gonna call you out, throw a couple Bible verses at it, and then that's gonna make it okay. That don't make it okay. You're doing no different than what the secular world is doing whatsoever.